the church shooting happened. So I had to go back and write this chapter 3 that says the Emanuel not on losing to relatives. So that's the door that Della Ruth entered. And these are all the ones who died. My finger is on my cousin, Clemente Pink. Up top, my cousin, Dan Simmons. Down below.
We are here at the Emanuel AME Church. This is where Dylan Roof did his thing. But before that, this is where Denmark Vesey taught children, taught people how to read. And they said that's the real reason why they assassinated Denmark Vesey. Not because he was leading a revolt, but because he was teaching people how to read.
And many of these white folk, the Europeans, had never seen nor eaten rice until coming here. Rice became such a cash crop to our economy. Until rice, the slave labor caused this city to be the richest in America for 19 years. Says this tree is 1,400 years old. That's a legend. But there are some scholars who only believe it's to be about 400. It's believed to be the largest tree east of the Mississippi. Now, where did the name Angel come from? A black slave owner by the name of Justice Angel. He owned over 80 enslaved people. The land was given to him as a wedding arrangement. And this is a live oak tree. Made to feel ashamed of it. And this is part of your question, really. Because years ago, if you were called a Geechee, those are fighting words. That was as worse as saying your mama. You want to fight, you call somebody a Geechee. Nowadays, since Alex Haley released the book Roots, now people feel much better about themselves. I don't mind being called Geechees, and people attend these Gullah Geechee festivals. Yeah, but it's sort of like the same thing with like a lot of blacks. I used to get disgusted with some of my people. Well, I'm from New York. Everybody's from New York, and like nobody came from the South. And I get it out of her. Oh, okay, so where did grandmama come from then? Your great grandmama. Almost always somebody came from the South, somewhere in the South. People don't want it, admit it, because they may feel ashamed. Because of the Gullah Geechee culture, this is what happened. These downtown streets of this city until the early 1970s had lots of black vendors. One became popular in the 1920s. His name was Samuel Smalls. He went to jail for assaulting a black woman, Maggie Barnes. The black community said that she was the real Bess. That was Smalls' girlfriend. Smalls had a wife. He told his wife she stole from me. So a white man, DeBose Hayward, he was a member of one of the well-known white families in this city, the Hayward family. Wrote about Smalls' arrest in the morning's paper. He wrote a story about him and he called him Porgy. George Gershwin, he was Jewish, he was a New Yorker. He read the story Porgy. He made contact with Hayward. He traveled by train from New York to Charleston. And with the help of the white Haywards, he wrote the opera Porgy and Bess. Have any of you seen it? And last about this shooting. My finger is on Polly Shepherd. She was the woman hiding under the table. Everybody, she has an incredible story. She's hiding. Dylan Roof sees her hiding. He says to her, "I've not shot you yet." She says, "No." He said, "I let you live to tell about it." And he exited the church, and she's been telling about it.